So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. So today we're going to be making an oversized blazer. The blazer is like a little bit bigger than the normal blazer, so we're going to see a video now on the already finished blazer. Okay, so yeah guys, this is the finished look. I stitched the hem of the blazer and it came out like this, simple and really easy. Basically guys, this is the lining for the front piece of our blazer where the lapel is. We do not want the lapel to show the wrong side of our fabric because it's going to be folded outwards, so we cut a lining for that particular part. I went to add half an inch allowance all the way and 1 inch on the side because we're going to be folding it on that point, which is the side. We're going to be folding it twice, and then for the neck piece we just added half an inch allowance. Okay guys, so yeah, this is all for the lining of our lapel. Okay, now we're just going to go on ahead to cut out everything like so. So this is different from the main pieces of the fabric. Okay, so now for the main pieces of the fabric, we went ahead to add half an inch allowance on the sides, the dart sides, and then the entire body of the pieces of the fabric, and there you have the lapel. So guys, we went ahead to cut 2 pieces each for all the parts of the blazer, 2 pieces each. Okay, and I went ahead to pin the front pieces together, and this is the front piece after being sewn. Here is the lapel. And so we did the same thing for the back pieces as well. Now we're going to just stitch up the center of the back piece after sewing the side. So this is what we have guys, all sewn and ironed. So now we're basically going to sew the sides by simply matching up the front pieces to the sides of the back piece. So yeah, we're just going to stitch the shoulders now with both shoulders. Okay, just line them up like so, and then we're going to sew the sides as well. So yeah guys, we're gonna head to stitch up the shoulders and the sides of the blazer. All right, now for the collar piece. Now this is our collar piece. We went ahead to cut 2 pieces. One is going to serve as our lining for one collar. So first off, we're just going to cut stay. I went ahead to cut my stay, and now we're just going to iron that to gum that together like so. So yeah, we've successfully added our gum stay. Now we're just going to decide on where our bottom is and where our top is. It's important that we do that so as to know where we're going to notch and where will be added to the body of the blazer. So now we're just going to simply notch the center of the bottom of the collar, okay, so as to be aware of where we're going to be joining to the blazer. Okay, so yeah, that is where we're going to be joining. Now we're just simply going to notch the center of the blazer as well, then align it with the notch for our collar. And now we're just simply going to sew to that point right there, that point where it's going to have our notched collar. So you can see like a dent at some point, it goes straight. So I went ahead to pin everything up together like so it wasn't difficult for me. So yeah, that is the point right there where it starts. Now we're going to take our other piece of the collar and then mark that point out like so. Okay, so now we're going to align it together, right side facing right side, which is going to serve as our lining. So now we're basically lining the collar guys. So we're just going to pin it all the way to that point right there, which is going to house our notched collar. Okay, notched part of the collar, that is the part that will be closed and that will be open or outside. So we're just going to line that up together and use pins and then just basically sew round to those points right there. Okay, and then we're simply going to flip it. All right, So we've gone ahead to simply sew to those points right there. As you can see, that points right there. Yeah, guys, and we simply cut it up so as to make it easier and more relaxed. Now we're just going to turn everything together and then basically just iron it to be straightened out. Guys, this is what we have. Neat and easy. I'm just going to use my scissors to bring that out to make it pointy. Okay, so after doing that, we're just simply going to top stitch those points right there, the top of the collar. We're just going to top stitch from that point, all right, which is the notch point, and then we're going to basically pin the bottom of the collar and then just sew round to the points where it ends. All right, we went ahead to sew it. As you can see, this is our result. Now if we cut the fabric well, it's going to turn out like this. It's only not going to turn out this way if you cut the collar wrong. So guys, I've just gone to attach the sleeve to our blazer. That will be shown at a later video, how I cut the sleeve pattern. So now we're going to be working on the front piece of the blazer, which is the lapel. So we're just going to take our lapel lining now. I went ahead to add a gum stay to make it firm and straight, and I added allowances and just closed all those edges up. Now we're basically just going to attach it together. I went ahead to do one side of the lapel piece, and then I'm just going to show you guys how I will do the second part. Okay, as you can see, it's very neat and really firm and came out really perfect. Okay, the inside is also neat as well. First of all, this is the other end. Okay, you guys should just pay close attention to this part, guys. First of all, we're just going to line it up right size facing right side. As you can see, I went ahead to pin it all the way down to the hem of the jacket. Okay, we're going to also ensure that everything is equal, and then we're going to take our shoulder now like so. Please pay attention, guys, and then we're going to line it up with the shoulder on the inside. You can see that shoulder line right there on the inside of the blazer. We're just going to line it up like so. You know, in this way we're going to be sewing right side facing right side. So just like this, guys, to line it up like so. Use your pins if at all. I'm just going to take a pin now and then pin it together like this. And line the other edge up like so. And now we're just simply going to stitch all the way down to that point, and then we're going to stitch all the way down to the other point as well. We're just going to align that curve together. Remember, we cut exactly the same thing. We have to make sure that our collar is inside and not outside, and then stitch everything up. Folding it is going to be really tricky and a little bit difficult, but that's the only way to go. So you're just going to have to line it up like so and then stitch it all the way down to the lapel point right there, just like this. Stitch it up to the hem of the blazer. Okay guys, I've gone ahead to successfully stitch everything up. As you can see, this is what we have all stitched up. As you can see, all stitched up like so, and then to the shoulder. There's a tear there because it was really tough and I had to pull and pull and pull. this will create an inside look that is neat and professional. So I went to mark out the lapel, the part of the lapel that will be shown after folding, just so I could top stitch the wrong side of the lapel. Okay, if you notice, I top stitched there so it stays in place perfectly. Okay, we're just going to mark out how long we want our lapel to be, and then we're going to top stitch all the way to that point, which is usually the waist. This is all for the lapel and the front piece of the collar. We're just going to iron that out so it stays in place. I also went ahead to stitch the lining of the lapel in place. I'm just going to go on ahead to stitch the hem of the blazer all the way down to the other side of the front of the blazer. Okay guys, this is all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot.